For this drill, I want it to be right here. All we're gonna do is you're gonna get a front toss underhand flip, and you're just gonna push with your elbow. Your hand's gonna go underneath your elbow. You're gonna make a contact with the ball at 90 degrees and stop. Come back. Push. Push. I want it to be a push and not a pull. When we pull, guys, what happens is our hands cast away from our body, and it takes us a long time to get to the ball, right? I know this is probably a lot of repetitive stuff. I've hit with a bunch of you guys already, but just push, elbow out, hand underneath. Good posture. This is a field drill, guys. This isn't get up there and try and crush the ball 500 feet. This is more for you to feel that movement with your front elbow, okay? Make sense? A lot of you guys have done this before, okay? The second one is gonna be your top hand. We're gonna have smaller bats, okay? We're not gonna use our own bats. We have some small bats. Tonight we'll probably use like a drop 10 old Eastern bat that you guys will love. You know, they're super light. Same concept. Your hand, guys, should be right at the top of your grip, okay? Feet a little bit wider than normal, okay? Again, into our pelvis. The knob is going to be facing at the catcher. I'm going to be nice and relaxed. I want to make sure when I hold this bat that I'm not burying this in my hand like this. I want this bat in my fingertips so the fat part of my thumb is facing the pitcher, okay? All I'm going to do is slot my elbow. As I slot my elbow, my wrist rotates a little bit. The barrel is in what direction? Away from the pitcher or towards the pitcher? Away from the pitcher, right? So I want to get in this posture here. So if I had two hands, it would be like this. I want it to be slot. Then all I'm going to do is continue with my hand without trying to rotate my shoulders outward, okay? I want to stay inside the baseball this way. Keep going, and push. When I get to contact, and then I finish, this should land right on your forearm. If you get there and do this, you didn't swing correctly, right? If you get there and do this, you didn't swing correctly. Okay, so it's push right to your forearm. You guys ever go to the beach and skip a rock? I use this analogy all the time, Charlie, right? Same posture. They've actually done like an overlay of a guy hitting his top hand and then like a person at the beach skipping the rock, and they're 99.9% identical. It's crazy. So if you think about it, slotting, continue, punch to center field. Okay? Easy enough drill. Listen, they're difficult. Did he not give you a group?
It's coming up. It's coming up.
They're difficult. The bottom hand and the top hand, they're very hard.
So don't get frustrated and swing hard. Like we said in the beginning, it's feels, all right? If the ball goes 10 feet, that's fine. It really doesn't matter at
We're
all.
not worried about,
Swing and miss.
doesn't matter. I've done this with pro guys, and I literally spent an hour with the guy doing his bottom hand. The guy who's in the big leagues that couldn't hit it. Took him an hour to do his bottom hand and his top hand. 1 hour. This guy's in the big leagues. Right? So don't get discouraged. Some of you guys, it'll come nice and easy. Just don't force it. Let it happen. Feel the push with your elbow. A good cheat code, like that you guys, that term everybody uses now for like all the video games, right? Is to do like a dry run. I did it with my son the other day, 10 years old. Push, and then we did boom, right to contact. All right, we want to repeat our mechanics over and over again correctly, okay? So just think about it. If you took a crappy one, deep breath, relax, let me push towards coach, push, boom. Think about leading with your bottom of your hand.
Be consistent with your starting point. And the other thing, a lot of guys the other night when we explained this to the same group of you guys that hadn't done this before, a lot of people's arms were out, all right? It's tight to the body, all right? You should barely be able to see down. Your arms shouldn't be out far extended off your body.
So it shouldn't be like this. When I look down, I should see the top of my forearm. I shouldn't be like this, right? And I shouldn't be like this. And when the ball comes, I shouldn't be like...
Yeah.
And doing this, right?
Remember, our feet are out of it.
Nope,
feet are out of it.
Simple, quiet, slow, methodical, and efficient. Push. The ball's going to be going 2 miles an hour. All right, we don't have to hustle. I don't care where it goes, except for it to go straight. I don't want you to get out and pull the ball foul. I just want you to feel it and hit it. Feel it and hit it. Feel it and hit it. Okay, same thing with your top hand. Boom. Boom. Okay? On your top hand, the big problem that a lot of guys have, and this goes from younger kids to even the older guys out there, is they get here and they go. Notice how far the barrel is away from my body? My posture is pulling off on the plate. I want to stay inside that ball. So I don't want my shoulders to move, right? I want it to be as quiet as possible.
No, I don't.
Okay?
Where should I go?
Hop in with Coach Eddie right there. See this big kid right here? Yeah, hop in there.
The backside of 4.
All right, so those are going to be 2 drills we're going to do with the small bat. Then we're going to do front toss with the small bat. So you're going to get in your regular stance, right? The bat is just going to be a little bit smaller so you can control it and you can feel those movements, okay? I want you to maintain. We're going to hear a lot about angles when we get up here. So when we talk about the angles, we're talking the push. I have an angle here in my arm, and I have an angle here in my arm. They're 90-90, right? I want to maintain that throughout my swing until I get through contact, okay? So think about that. With those small bats, it's really going to help you maintain those angles. Okay, is there any questions on that stuff? Did you win today?
What?
Hockey.
We have 4 games this month.
Lazy ass. All right, so here's the angles that we talked about. This is Bregman, right? This pitch is a little bit down, so he doesn't get quite the